Okay, so here's this viral math problem, right? Posted on Facebook, people argue all the time, oh, what is it, what is it? No, that's wrong, that's wrong. So what I want you to do is give me your answers. Just let me give me your final answer. What did you get, Kylie? 9. Okay, somebody else have something other than 9? James? 6. Anyone else have something other than 9 or 6? Nobody has 1? Nobody?
Is it 1?
Nobody has 1, huh?
I didn't see anyone. So
Okay. 1 is the one that gets you in the argument. Okay? Yeah, well, maybe we'll talk about it, huh?
It's actually 169.
Okay. All right, so anyone else have any answers here? 1, 6, and 9. Those are the 3 answers we're going to. All right, I'm going to start with 6. The person that got 6, okay? And I'm not going to, maybe I already said the name, but the person that got 6, what did you do to get 6? What was the first? Was that you, James?
Yes.
Okay, so what was your first step? I'm going to rewrite the problem here. Okay. Okay, you solved 1 plus 2. Now let me just correct your wording first, because solving means to find some unknown quantity. Okay, what you did was you simplified or evaluated 1 plus 2. It's okay. I'm just going to point that out. I don't expect you to use that right words now. Okay, so you did 1 plus 2 first, and you got 3. Okay, so you got 3 here, and you kind of have these parentheses still, and this stuff is still here. Okay, and then what did you do?
6 divided by 2.
Okay, so then we did 6 divided by 2, and you got 3, right? And so then you had this, and then you did 3 plus 3 to get 6?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, every class someone has done this. Weird. All right, so that's fine. So this was 3 plus 3. Now, why did you do this 1 plus 2 first, James? Okay, so why do you do the thing in parentheses first? Well, what works? What?
I said equations.
What is the, do you have something you kind of remember for how to do problems like this?
Yeah.
What is that? PEMDAS. Oh my gosh, PEMDAS. What is PEMDAS? First off, does anyone, what?
There's a discussion. It can be PEMDAS or PEMDAS.
Yeah, I'm from South Jersey, so I say Aunt, right? I have an aunt. I have Aunt Anne-Marie. I have Aunt Sally. I don't have Aunt Sally, like Miss Ferraro has Aunt Sally because she's from Rhode Island, right? So that's why I say PEMDAS instead of PEMDAS, right? Potato, potato. Okay. All right. Anywho, all right. So what is this PEMDAS? What is PEMDAS? What is PEMDAS? What's the P stand for? Kyle. Parentheses. Okay, so parentheses. And then what's the E stand for? Peterson. What is your first name?
Evelyn.
Evie. Sorry.
Exponents.
Exponents, right? Which that's a repeated multiplication. We'll talk about this in a few weeks. We'll do all these. M and D are
Multiplication and division.
Multiplication and division, and then A and S, addition and subtraction, right? So this is what we use to do the what of what. What we're doing, this is a problem that requires us to use the what of what. They both start with an O. Evie. The order of operations, right? So this is an order of operations problem. We have this rule for the order of operations, and this is the rule, PEMDAS, okay? And James's answer is wrong here, okay? He did the order of operations correctly, but what did he do incorrectly? So, Ben, I'm not going to call on you on stuff in here unless everyone is stumped, okay? Because you're not in this class. Just don't take it personally, okay? Cole Lewis, Cole.
He added the 3 plus the 3. So
Yeah, here he added these because he wasn't sure what does it mean when there's a 3 in parentheses, right? And when there's a number in front of parentheses with nothing in between, or parentheses and parentheses with nothing in between, or a number and a letter with nothing in between, no symbols, it's always multiplication, okay? So this is a minor mistake of he didn't remember what this parentheses thing means, and he added instead of multiplying, okay? So that was his mistake. Not a bad mistake, okay? All right, let's look at 1, okay? The people that got 1. How do people get 1 in this problem? And this is the one that they argue on Facebook, okay? Kylie, what do they do?
Probably subtracted instead of multiplied or added.
Not quite. Let's see. We'll go through the problem. So they know PEMDAS, or you already know, right? You were here on Tuesday. Okay, they do PEMDAS, and so they know to do this thing in parentheses first. And they get to this. What are they supposed to do next? What are you supposed to do next? Cole Lewis, Cole. What? Divide 6 divided by 2. But wait a second, up here it says multiplication and then division. Multiply first, then divide. That's what this says. Ben's shaking his head back here. Right? So why don't I do this 2 times 3 first? Because it says multiply, then divide. 6 divided by 2 times 3 is 6. And I get 1. This is wrong. You guys are right, you guys that got 9. This is the argument, right? Didn't I make a pretty good argument that the answer is supposed to be 1? Look, that multiply and then divide, and the answer is 1. This is the Facebook argument. Be like, no, PEMDAS, you gotta multiply first before you divide. No, you don't. The tricky thing of this is that these things go together at the same time, from left to right. And these 2 things go together at the same time, from left to right. So the correct answer is 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. There's parentheses, so I do that first. Everything else hangs out like it wants to. You divide next, because there's only multiplication and division left, and it goes left to right. You get 3, and then this 3 parentheses 3 is multiplication, and you get 9. So that is the right way to do this problem.
It's actually very good that nobody got 1 here.
No, none of my classes, not a single
And you know
person.
what that speaks to? 6, I can see, you made 1 tiny, but like the actual order of operations error wasn't made. It was that one they
Right,
dropped.
yeah, and that's the mistake that people made in other
Correct.
classes too, is that they didn't know what to do with this number right next to parentheses.
Yep.
Which is fine, we'll talk about that next week.
That's easier to
Okay.
remedy than the whole.
So there you go. The viral math problem. You can argue with people now too, because people will tell you this is the right answer. They will tell you till they're blue in the face. No, you're wrong. PEMDAS. And you have to say, no. The M and the D, they happen at the same time from left to right.